The purpose of this video is to illustrate what the reporting and commentary of the Young Turks might be like if they were more interested in giving their audience straightforward news and some respect, which I don't believe they do in either case. There is an overabundance of telling their viewers how they should react and think. Perhaps I have a higher opinion of their audience than they do. I believe their viewership would go up rather than down if they had adhered to more traditional journalistic standards. Compare this edited version with the original and see if there is anything missing that you wouldn't be able to figure out for yourself.
So Donald Trump in a lot of trouble over Trump University. Huffington Post explains documents unsealed by a federal judge earlier this week pertaining to a lawsuit against the venture revealed how its salespeople were told to deliberately mislead potential customers, manipulate their emotions, and ignore their concerns about parting ways with, in some cases, tens of thousands of dollars. Now, the Attorney General for New York, Eric Schneiderman, went on television.
Which specific laws did he break?
In New York, we have laws against business fraud. We have laws against consumer fraud. We have a law against running an illegal, unlicensed university. This never was a university. The fraud started with the name of the organization. And you can't just go around saying this is the George Stephanopoulos law firm, hospital, university without actually qualifying and registering. So it was really a fraud from beginning to end.
Schneiderman has more here.
What is the specific crime as you see it?
It's fraud. This is a straight up fraud. It's like selling people something you say is a Mercedes and it turns out to be a Volkswagen. And even if some people say, well, I actually kind of like the Volkswagen, it's still fraud because it's not a Mercedes. This was not a university. Trump's role was really as the pitchman. And we've got his videotapes and we've got his sworn testimony, which undercuts every statement in the videotapes. He said, my handpicked experts will teach you my personal secrets. He and the president of the university have already testified under oath. He never met the instructors. They weren't handpicked. They weren't experts. Some of them came out of fast food and retail. And he had nothing to do with the secrets, supposed secrets that we're talking, because he had nothing to do with the curriculum.
Here of what exactly happened. They say in New York Magazine, contrary to its promises that Trump himself would be actively involved in the students' education and would, quote, handpick the instructors, he had no involvement in either. The business preyed upon the elderly and the uneducated, one former employee testified, and encourages customers to max out their credit cards. Instructors at the so-called university were coached to solicit financial information from the students, ostensibly to guide their investment strategy, but in reality to help Trump University figure out how much they could be bilked for. Okay, one of the charts, and they have all this evidence in the case. It's not people's opinions. They have the internal documents. A chart outlines the stages of the, quote, roller coaster of emotions that a buyer will experience. The blast phase, it explains, is giving your clients hope again. Hillary Clinton finally jumped in. She put out a statement saying Trump and his employees took advantage of vulnerable Americans, encouraged them to max out their credit cards, empty their retirement savings, destroy their financial futures, all while making promises they knew were false from the beginning. This is just more evidence that Donald Trump himself is a fraud. He's trying to scam America the way he scammed all those people at Trump U. You know, Donald Trump is in a world of trouble here. When people find out how badly he took advantage of people with no shame whatsoever, I know people think, oh, no, that won't affect him. No, this stuff affects him. You do an ad like Obama did against Romney with the builders who built the stage where they got fired from, and they said, we felt like we built our own coffin. You find the people who got bilked by Trump University and have them do the ads, and that is a tough thing to recover from. So I actually now believe that Hillary Clinton, now that she's being far more aggressive with Trump, does stand a better chance of winning, a better chance than Donald Trump does.